In this video, we're going to talk about creating pages, editing menus, and editing links. We'll begin by creating a page. Once our pages have been created, it'll be quick and easy to add them to the menu and to link to them throughout the site. To get started, we're going to click over here on the New Page icon. As you can see, there are several options to choose from. We can create a totally blank page, or we can start from some predefined pages. We call them blueprints. Let's go into Basic Pages and choose a blank page with a small header. We'll give the page a name. For this one, let's call it Recommended Reading. And then we'll go ahead and save it. So that gives us a new page with a header section. Let's add a page title to the header. We're going to click on this title area, highlight this text, and rename it Recommended Reading. And then down here, we have a blank group where we can begin to add content. We can do that by clicking the Add Section button here. We'll add a plain text section, and it's going to put some sample text in there that we can replace with our actual content. So we'll click in this area and highlight the sample text to remove it, and then we can start typing our text. As an example, we'll type, "Our recommended book this month is blank," just for now. We could add whole paragraphs of text here if we wanted, but this is just to show you how it works, so we'll stick with just the title sentence for now. We can also change the font by highlighting it and using these settings. Let's go ahead and make the font a little bigger and save our changes. We can also create some blank space at the top of the group by adjusting the padding. To do that, we'll hover over this group and select the gear icon, and under Layout Settings, we'll add a little bit of padding up at the top to separate our text from the header section a bit. We can also change the image for our header section. We'll hover over the group and select the gear icon to go to the group properties. Let's remove the image that's there by default. Now we can upload an image or choose a stock photo. Let's go with a stock photo. Here we'll type in a keyword pertaining to the type of image we're looking for. I'll look up books because this is a recommended reading page. Let's go with this one for now. This section has a black overlay to help the white text stand out against our image. We can increase the opacity of that overlay as needed to help the text stand out more, and then we'll save the changes. So now we've created a page and added some content to it. Now let's add the page to our menu. If we hover over the menu area, you'll notice that an Edit Menu link drops down here. So we're going to click on that, and we get several plus icons here, and a big one down at the bottom. We can use the big one to add a main menu item, whereas the smaller icons will add options that appear when you hover over the main menu items. So we'll click on that and title it Recommended Reading, and we can choose from many different types of links. For example, we could choose an external link to lead to an outside website, or an anchor that would take us to a certain section of one of our pages. For now, let's choose an existing page so we can link to the page we just created. And then we're going to search for our new page, which we titled Recommended Reading. And there it is. So we're going to choose it and save it to our menu. Now we've got this recommended reading link. If we save our menu, you can see it appear right up there. If we want to move it, we can just drag it to a different location on the menu, save the changes, and now it appears in the section of the menu we moved it to. If we want, we can also make it a sub-menu item of another menu item, like this one here. To do that, we'll just drag it under the menu item and save it. And now our recommended reading link appears under the Explore option. Next, you'll want to know how to use different types of links throughout the site. Let's look at how to do that. Let's use this tile menu for our example. So let's say we wanted to make another tile and link it to that new recommended reading page that we just created. We can hover over this section and select the gear icon to go to our section properties. If we scroll down to the bottom, we can add a new tile. First, let's go ahead and choose an image for the tile. It can be the same image that we chose for our picture header if we want, or we could choose a different one. We'll just choose the same one for now. And then we'll go to the links section here and choose Page because we're linking to an existing page of our site. Under Page, search the page name and select it. Now let's adjust how these tiles appear. Let's say that instead of having 3 columns per row, we want to have 4. That way all our tiles line up on the same row. We'll just select the correct number and then save the changes. Then let's click on the Edit Text option here so we can give it a name. And then click here to save those changes. Now our link is active and will take users to the recommended reading page. Lastly, let's look at a few other types of links that you might want to create. We'll go down to the bottom here and add a new group to this page. We'll do an empty group, and standard is fine. Now we'll add a text section to this group. Let's choose plain text and type in, "Click here to visit our sister church's website." Now we're going to turn this text into a link. We'll highlight the words "click here." Now we can choose that insert link icon and we can turn this into a link. This can be a link to a page on our site, or it can be a link to a page somewhere else. Let's use an external link. We'll just type in a sample site and click Add Link. And now those words are a hyperlink that users can click on. Another option is to turn that hyperlink into a button. For this example, we'll choose the primary button type, and now it's a lot easier to see. Now you're all set to create pages, menus, and links for your website. If you have any questions, please visit us at support.servantkeeper.com.